Do you want the best wilderness workout? Carrying gallons of water up a steep hill. That's what we used to do before we installed our water system. Now we have a pretty simple setup, but the main component, the pump, desperately needs some kind of enclosure. Let's venture into the woods and make it happen. Time to pack up our tools and supplies and venture into our jungle forest to make some vital upgrades for our water pump, which is easier said than done because our water pump is situated pretty far away and the path to get there isn't easy. We're getting our workout in today, that's for sure. The forest here is unlike anything I've seen before. The density of the plants is sometimes unpassable, and getting supplies to these areas of our property is extremely difficult. Not only are some areas very steep, we often have to climb over fallen trees and push our way through thorn-covered bushes. Even though the access is hard, it's always an amazing feeling to venture into this dense, lush forest. And I'm always in awe of how incredibly beautiful this place is. We have some unique and amazing things planned for the future of our property, so be sure to subscribe to see how it evolves over time. So we got some of the tools down here, not a lot, but some of them. The journey down here is treacherous, as you saw. It's pretty wild, it's very dense, the forest, and very slopey and inclined and just hard to navigate. So it's gonna be an adventure bringing all of our tools down here, that's for sure. But let me show you what it is we are going to be working on. Also, little disclaimer, this is not a permanent setup. This was and is a temporary setup until we can get down here with proper equipment and do something permanent. Now, let's check it out. So this right here is our water pump, and we had it on an electrical spool just to mount it to something, and it was covered, but not very well. And obviously this rotted out and collapsed. So what we're going to be doing today is making a little enclosure for this water pump, a little temporary upgrade until we can get down here and do something more permanent. Let's keep rolling and continue with this project. You guys, the weather and the termites here are next level, and the combination of both completely destroyed this wooden spool. So first thing that we're going to need to do is bring the power station, the Jackery HomePower 3000, down here because we need to clear some of this brush that's grown up around the water pump and kind of make an area to work. Because as you can see, it's really dense, it's really foresty, and jungly. Yeah, super jungly. So we're gonna have to kind of create at least a small area that we can work and cut everything and create this pump enclosure. So we got the sawhorses set up here, but we're gonna have to do a little bit more. So let's go grab the power station and the brush cutter and prepare our work area. Getting power to these remote areas of our property is extremely challenging. Not only do we need to have enough power capacity to last us through our whole project, we also need to have multiple outlets to charge and power several items at once. Let's see if the Jackery HomePower 3000 can provide the power and versatility we need to complete this off-grid project. Everything grows so fast around here. If we don't maintain the trail, it gets overgrown within weeks come springtime. It's crazy.
You're in shape to do stuff like that.
This is so intense, you guys.
Believe it or not, at one point that was a trail here.
It's true, we did do a trail here once. Once upon a time, 3 weeks ago. No, I'm just kidding. This one has been a little while, but still. This is the exact trail that we used to have to bring buckets of water up. So I don't know if you can see how steep it is, but it's steep. And it was the most tiring thing I've ever done to run and grab a few buckets. So we're gonna be using this beast to power this project. So Viant is about to strap this on his back like a backpack and carry it down through the wilderness so that we can get power down to where we're working, because that's an area of our property where we don't really have any access to electricity. So this is going to be clutch. Hopefully it's not too hard for us to get it down there. The Jackery HomePower 3000 has some pretty impressive specs. It has a 3,072 watt-hour capacity and an output of 3,600 watts with over a 7,000 watt surge. That is absolutely insane for a power station of this size.
Check this. What is it? Budweiser? Real man of genius? What that was the... Just like that. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Perfect. Ready to go down to the jungle.
This is really challenging, you guys. I don't know if I'm really portraying the difficulty of getting stuff down to this part of our land, but it's really hard. Almost there. Once we get there, we're gonna clear an area so we can start to work. Keep going. Nice.
Just like that. Backpack power station. I put a patent on it.
All right, you guys, so we are starting out at 100%. So I am going to connect this guy to one of the AC power outlets and get to work on clearing all of these crazy bushes. Wish me luck. I just cleared this small area. Now I'm going to start to clear the area around the pump. While I was clearing the brush down at the worksite, Viant unloaded the materials we'll be using for this project and made the treacherous trek to bring everything to the worksite. So I was able to get all of this area cleared around the pump so we can start to work on building this little pump house. So I think the first thing that I am gonna have to do is remove the pump from the base so that we can get it off and get this base out of here so we can start to construct the new one. In the meantime, Viant is working so hard to bring all the materials down here. We got some of the materials down here, but all of the lumber and the footings that we bought is all by the building site. So he needs to take a million trips down here to get it all down here, which is pretty exhausting. So I did quite a bit of cutting. So let's check. I only used 1%. This thing is a monster. Charging the GoPro batteries at the same time. We will use this quite a bit once we go to construct the enclosure up here. Dang, you guys. That was really hard. So let's try to get this out of the way now. There is nothing even remotely close to a flat area around here, and the pump can't be too far or too high away from the intake. So this is the only area we could install it without doing any major work. Oh man, you guys. Going up the hill is so tiring. All right, we got the pump removed. Now we're working on building the base. Yeah. Did it work?
Not too far, but it's better than carried in this crazy slope.
Yeah.
Not farther than the other one.
All right, you guys, we got a good start, but it is starting to get a little bit late. So we are going to cover the materials, leave them down here, and get started tomorrow on building the enclosure for the pump. Good morning, you guys. We are up and at it, gathering all the materials. Vion already did one run down to the building site, and we're just gonna grab the last things that we need, head down there, and start to build the enclosure. All right, let's roll. Into the jungle we go.
That may look heavy, but it's extremely light.
Yeah, lighter load today, but it'll be a fun time getting everything back up. Shit.
Beautiful building site. Ready to set up everything. Whew.
We made it. Let's get started. Today we are going to be using the Jackery HomePower 3000 a lot. Not only to power our tools, but also to keep all of our batteries charged for the cameras, Milwaukee tools, Dovo lasers, etc. The fact that this power station has 10 output ports, including one DC port and one 30 amp RV port, makes this power station super versatile. The double 100 watt fast charging USB-C ports help to deliver fast charging for devices that are compatible with a USB-C port. Let's get started and see how this power station handles a full day of work. So we got the beginning of the base set up right here. Obviously we're not gonna do it that tall, but we're just gonna cut them after we install the horizontal reinforcements. And we're gonna use the reciprocating saw powered by the Jackery HomePower 3000. This thing is a monster.
I think we only use like 2% so far when you did all the clearing.
Yeah, we only use 2%. And this thing has a surge power of over 7,000 watts, which is crazy. We're gonna test that also, so let's continue. working down here in the forest is like an obstacle course, really. All right, I'm about to box myself in to add this last piece for the bottom base. So we got the base kind of situated. Now we're gonna take some measurements to cut a piece of plywood to go in the middle so we can have something to attach the pump to and secure it down. I just have to say, these carrying clamps are really helpful when moving large sheets around, like drywwood, like plywood or drywall. So Viant is gonna move this piece over to our little working area, and we're gonna cut down this sheet of plywood so it fits in the center of our little enclosure. This is wild, you guys. It's really a jungle down here. Making progress. So we got the base kind of set up. So far it's going well.
It's a mini treehouse.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really a treehouse because it's on the ground,
Yes,
but okay, so let me explain what we're doing next. So we are gonna mount the bracket for the laser on the side right there, so we can just do like a slope for the roof and a little frame on the top to stabilize all of these. So we got the roof kind of situated a little bit, but we need to cut the top of these posts off. So we're going to use the reciprocating saw powered by the Jackery HomePower 3000. This thing is clutch for doing projects like this because we're able to get access to very powerful electricity way out here in the middle of the jungle. All right, you guys, we're getting there. We have the roof sort of started, and now we are going to work on covering the sides and the roof. Let's check what percentage we're at, because we've been using this pretty hardcore. 92%. And we just used the reciprocating saw quite a bit, and before we're finished, we will also have to use this to run the hole saw so we can place the pipes through into the inside. So we were able to recycle some of these clear corrugated panels, and that's what we're going to use for the roof and some of the sides as well. All right, you guys, our little pump house is taking shape. Now I think what we're gonna do is place the pump inside and work on the holes for the pipes.
Let's top off the battery. Here's the power station.
Let's check. 92%.
Are we still 1% charging that?
It's nice because I'm also able to charge my camera batteries at the same time and my phone. So, really helpful. Man, this thing is heavy.
Oh yeah. We have to, not now, but to change the orientation on that so we can see actually.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what we do, bolt it, make a hole for the 220 line, a hole for the exit, and a hole for the
Intake.
intake.
Nice.
Sound like a plan? laser eyes.
Perfect circle.
I bet it will be accurate.
All right, we're gonna connect this drill to the Jackery so we can have some power to make a hole through this sheet of plywood.
Drill.
Now it's time to drill the hole for the pipe, but then after it's time to make a little door so we can access the inside. Okay, now one of the fun parts, we get to reattach the pump. So reattach the intake, the outtake, and secure it to the pump house.
It's okay, I have it. All good. Beautiful.
Okay.
Fits so good. Okay, we'll secure the pump. We'll tie those little stuff.
Definitely gonna have to redo this one because it's facing the wrong way, but got the intake and the outtake all clamped down. So now we're gonna work on building a little access door right here. Let's check the power station. 87%, and we've used it all day, yesterday and today. Pretty impressive.
Space.
All right, guys, check it out. Got our little door right here to access the pump. Now we're gonna cut one of the corrugated sheets like this to put on the front of the door. Look at that.
One bedroom studio.
It's not the most beautiful thing, but it's functional, so that's really all that matters. Like I mentioned before, this is not permanent. This is just something temporary so we can protect the pump. We definitely are going to have to do something more permanent in the future, but it's really hard to get stuff out here in the jungle. So before we do anything permanent, we're definitely gonna have to do a access road of some kind. So it's a lot more work for another day.
That should do the job, so that should be okay.
Yes. Nice. So Viant made the first trek back to the building site with some of the materials. Such a journey to go back there. It's really exhausting. Once you do it 3 or 4 times, you're just dead. But anyways, now that the pump house is all built and everything is pretty much set up for the most part, got the little access door and all that, we are going to turn it on and make sure everything is good. Woo! Perfect. Success. All right, you guys, I would say that that was a success. Pretty happy that we were able to upgrade the pump house to this simple but functional design. There you have it. The pump has a new house and is protected from the elements and the animals. This wasn't the most complicated project we've done on the ranch, but let me tell you, getting materials out here is always a huge undertaking. Also, we could not have done this project without the Jackery HomePower 3000, which provided us with a huge amount of power in a remote area of our property. All right, you guys, we are loaded up
Lightly.
with all the tools and time to make the trek all the way back to the building site through this. Once we get back up to the building site, we have one more test to do with the Jackery power station. So let's see if it can power one specific tool we've never been able to run with the power station. All right, guys, we're gonna do a little test. We're gonna see
The ultimate test.
the ultimate test. We are going to see if the Jackery HomePower 3000 can power this air compressor. So let's plug it in and check it out.
Let's see how much is the output surge.
Okay.
Let's check the numbers because this stuff is a beast. So
Okay.
let's go.
Yeah.
3,400.
Dang.
That should not be called like Home Power 3000, but Shop Power 3000. Ooh, 3,600! This is insane.
We are super impressed with the Jackery HomePower 3000. I can't even believe the power that it produces and the capacity that it has. It's a really good power station to have, not only for off-grid projects like the one we just did, but also for a home backup. So if you lose power, this guy is definitely going to be able to power a lot of things for a long time. After all of that, 2 days of working, we still have 86%. Pretty wild. The Jackery HomePower 3000 is one of the best home backup power stations on the market for a few reasons. Obviously, the capacity and output power, but another great feature is the zero drain technology, which means this power station will retain 95% of its power even if it's not used for an entire year. So you don't have to worry about it losing power and having to recharge it all the time. But when you do go to recharge it, the Jackery HomePower 3000 can be recharged in a few different ways. A standard outlet, a car outlet, or you can use the Solar Saga bifacial solar panels. The Solar Saga solar panels have an IP68 waterproof rating and fold up into a compact case, making them easy to store. The Jackery HomePower 3000 is perfect for a variety of uses and would be really beneficial for RVs, off-grid properties, and home backup power. When power outages happen in the middle of summer, it's hard to keep your food from spoiling, among other things. The Jackery HomePower 3000 is the perfect option for home backup power because it can easily power essential home appliances like the fridge, lights, fans, internet, etc. It's easy to use, easy to set up, and it can be really beneficial in times of need.
Be sure to click the exclusive link in the description if you guys are interested in picking up a Jackery HomePower 3000. This thing's a beast, and I think it'll help a lot of you in a lot of your projects and your homes.
This is now our go-to power station for our off-grid projects, and you'll be seeing more of it in the future as we continue to develop Pacific Pines Ranch. Thanks you guys for joining us for another video out here on the ranch. Special thank you to Jackery for sponsoring this video and helping us build our enclosure for our pump house. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Help support our channel by leaving a comment, liking, and sharing this video. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our projects and adventures on Pacific Pines Ranch. We put out new videos every Saturday and sometimes even during the week, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any. Okay, bye.